Thank you, everyone, for coming to the 32nd annual Saturday After Thanksgiving concert. Thank you so much to everyone who's here in person. Thank you to all of you who are joining us online via the live stream. We couldn't have said that 32 years ago. If you haven't already, please silence your cell phones, unless, of course, you're listening on the live stream, in which case you're welcome to leave them on. If this is your first time, welcome. I know for so many of us here, it's become a wonderful holiday tradition. And one of the best parts of having this holiday tradition at the beginning of the Christmas season is it presents an excellent opportunity to do some Christmas shopping. So just out there in the lobby, we have so many wonderful Christmas gifts. There is the Sailing Dreams game. There is a fantastic cookbook with lots of different recipes that have stories and songs associated with each of the recipes. I've given that as a Christmas gift myself. We have the Optimism collection. There is the Nightlight Daylight CD, which lights up. I don't know if you can see that. You can't get that everywhere. Oops. And of course, we also have some wonderful CDs from Small Potatoes, who we're very, very excited to have here as a guest tonight. One last thing, there are two places to go to the bathroom. There's a single-use accessible bathroom right out here and to the right. And then also, I'm told the line for that one can get a little bit long, so there is another bathroom. If you go out here to the left, up half a flight of stairs, left again, there's another bathroom. And there's also an elevator for that one, if that would be easier for you. So with that, please give a warm homecoming welcome to Muriel Anderson.
Well, thank you. It's wonderful that you're joining us for our celebration here, our extended Thanksgiving into Christmas celebration that we're doing each year. I'd like to introduce you to my harp guitar. How do you do? And, so this isn't your kind of run-of-the-mill harp guitar. This one was designed primarily to fit in the overhead bin of an airplane, so I could travel with it. So it's smaller this way, and usually it's tuned up a whole step, but I tuned it down, so it's the first time it's been tuned this low, so that I can be the same pitch as everyone else, so that I can play some with Small Potatoes maybe a little later. And so that means that as I go down the sub bass, it will go where no sub bass has gone before. Right, going extra low. And then it also has super trebles, which are steel. So this is one of the few instruments that has both steel and nylon on the same instrument. And these half-step tuners, so if I want to change a half step, so I can play in different keys for you. That way I don't play every song in the same key for you. I know that there's some folks watching online as well, and my students I know are watching online, my online students. And we were doing one of my students had asked about this phrase in classical gas, and I didn't know it. It was a tune I had always heard. We all heard it for how many of you still remember that song, right? Oh, okay, great. That was from a long time ago, and so I said, well, let's call Mason Williams, the composer. We called him. He answered the phone. He answered the question, and then I said, well, would you like to teach it with me to my class? He said, sure, I'll do that next week. And so I had to learn classical gas really fast. So it works really nicely on this instrument. So I said, why not on the harp guitar? So it works if the sub basses are tuned to a major scale and the super trebles to a minor scale. Then I get most of the notes I need, like this. Well, this is an exciting day for me because we're releasing the Sailing Dreams game. We had all the parts express mailed so that they would be here in time for you. And the whole project started because of a dream. I had this dream that I was at the helm on Brian's sailboat. He's got a Grampian 30, a just under 30-foot sloop. And I was sailing there, and I was listening to this music. And I was looking around for where it was coming from, and then I realized, oh, this music is in my head. This is a gift. And sure enough, it was, because when I woke up, I could remember the lyrics, the melody, the harmony, the two guitars, the bass, and the drums. And so I thought, I think that this sailing trip is going to result in an album. And I went about to try to recreate this song that I heard so distinctly, every part. Only the second time in my life that's ever happened to be that clear. One was on the guitar and cello CD I recorded. But the second guitar part, that was it was rolling like a banjo. It sounded like a banjo, but woody and more like a guitar wood sound. And I was talking to Alison Brown, great banjo player, and she said, "Oh, I have a banjolin." And I said, "Really?" And that was the sound that was in my dream. So she recorded the banjolin on it. And the lady that was singing, she had a beautiful voice, this lady in my dream. It sounded like Susie Boggess. So I ran into Susie Boggess at a truck stop in New Jersey. We pulled into parking spots right next to each other and both popped out of the car at the same time. And I told her I had this song and would she record it? And she said yes. So we have Susie, it was just an amazing moment to hear her voice along with the track of the song. So this is a song called Sailing Dreams. I'd like to sail the world again, feel the wind across the waves and live from day to day, where life is not predictable, wondering what is round the very next bay. I'd like to raise the sails again, watching for the whales again and never have to say, I wish that I had done the things that I can't do when I'm too old to play. To breathe again, love again, laugh again, laugh again in real life. Throughout the tides, worst of times, best of times, follow right behind. The mainsail is unfurled again, to be part of this world again on my time. I'd like to pull the anchor in, sail to where I've never been, with sunset on our lee. Awaken to the sparkles on the water, then I'm feeling free. Jibe again, tack again, I am now back again in real life. I'd like to sail the world again, feel the wind across the waves, live from day to day, where life is not predictable, wondering what is round the very next bay. I'd like to raise the sails again, watching for the whales again and never have to say, I wish that I had done the things that I can't do when I'm too old to play. I'd like to sail the world again. Ooh. I'd like to sail the world again. Thank you. It was a challenge as we were sailing from the south shore of Long Island up to Penobscot Bay, Maine, all along central Maine, all the islands there, to try to capture some of those experiences, some of the adventures and the special moments in music as we were going. And I remember there was one time that I woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of an owl. We were anchored at Seal Trap Cove. Then another owl answered from the other side of that little cove. So I just laid there listening to those two owls singing melodies back and forth to each other. Singing in minor sixth. Perseid meteor shower. So I opened the hatch, and the sky was filled with stars. There was a shooting star, another one. It was more shooting stars than I'd ever seen. This moon had come out. It was shining low in the sky, shining over the water. Rippling softly into the water. And I looked around for Brian. I didn't see him until I saw blue-green sparkles in the water. It was the bioluminescence lighting up every oar stroke as he rowed back to the boat. He'd gone out there with this long exposure lens to photograph the shooting stars. Some of these very photos you're looking at now. Thank you. Well, I was talking to my online students this week, and we were talking about some of the great inspirations that we've had, and I know that Doc Watson and Chet Atkins were big inspirations. And then when I started classical, not until college, it was that summer I heard the music of Christopher Parkening. And then I was taken with this incredible phrasing and tone that he gets on his instrument. And so it was only then that I really fell in love with the nylon string guitar, the classical guitar. And so I was determined to find out, okay, how does he get that phrasing, that tone? So I went to his concert and sat in the third row. And when I was there, I was listening to something. There was some sound. It was this kind of sound. And finally I realized it was him. He was singing along, sub-vocalizing with everything he was playing. And I thought, okay, that's his secret. So I went home right after that concert, picked up my guitar and started playing along with everything that I was doing. And if the phrasing didn't just fall together, it was amazing. Even something like You know, it really didn't take any practice to do that because that's what I'm thinking anyway. People ask me, well, what are you thinking when you're playing? Well, that's it. Just that. Well, what do you think we bring Rich Precioso up to join me on this? Rich from Small Potatoes, come on up. We'll do a couple of shanties here. So when I was writing some shanties for the Sailing Dreams album, I was trying to find some shanty singers, and they were all out sailing. You know, couldn't find a one. And so finally I put a note on Facebook and then just said, you know, if anyone has a sailorly voice, you know, sing a part and send it in. And they did, and you're all on the album. So if anyone is here and knows a part, or just come on up here and just join in the chorus. When we get to the chorus there, just grab that chorus. Yeah, maybe some of the folks are here. Yeah. Yeah, Lee or Joel or Brian. Brian sang on it too.
Lee and Joel are both.
Yeah, Lee and Joel. Yeah. So it seemed like that we were just sailing back in time as we were doing this. So I wrote this one called Sailing to Yesterday.
And rum. One is for Neptune, and we'll take the rest. God willing, the seas don't roll over us. Sailing to yesterday, leaving today. Soon as the tide starts falling, then outgoing currents will carry us away. Sailing to yesterday. Used to be, we rely on the wind and the sea, leaving the cares of today on the shore, leaving the carousel spinning. Listen to old men retelling the lore, the stories beginning. Through shore seems older than the village before. Further down east, old English is spoke, and there's no lock on the door. Sailing to yesterday, leaving today. Soon as the tide starts falling, and outgoing currents will carry us away. Sailing to yesterday, bound for Maine, bound for Maine.
Thank you. Thank you so much. For those of you who don't know, Lee Murdoch there, who's singing along with us, does a lot of sailor songs and typically does a show the same night as this. So this is the first time in some 30 years that he wasn't tied up, but he does some wonderful sailing on the lake songs, yes. And Joel is now running the Two-Way Street Coffee House, which is in the basement of this church, and that's the first place I ever played professionally. That is, with my bluegrass band, the four of us got $30 for the night, and we were so proud to actually be paid to play music. It was an amazing moment. I said, okay, I'm a professional now, after playing at the Two-Way Street. So it was a big turning point for me here. So I have very fond memories of this place. So if you're, Friday nights, come downstairs and check that out. Well, there was quite a few songs. It seems like it wasn't hard to write these songs. They're all autobiographical. I just wrote about what happened, and several times on an island, I have the dinghy and pull it in because the tides rise and fall 11 feet or more up in Penobscot Bay, so they are coming up really fast. So as I wrote this tune, I was trying to find somebody with a sailorly voice with a little bit of an accent, and suddenly it occurred to me, my friend Tommy Emmanuel. So I called Tommy and said, okay, I'll do it at sound check. And so he did it, and you can sing Tommy's part. I'll show you how it goes. And
Okay, so you're going to do the first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like this. Making our way down east, then Tommy would sing, running from a storm, running from the pace of change. Halfway to Roque, upwind into port, I dropped my anchor down and rowed to shore. When an old voice called from the pier,
Hey, mate, there's something everybody knows here.
the tides will rise and fall, 11 feet or more. Pull your tender high upon the shore. Current running strong, swifter yet today. Full moon reflecting clear across the bay. Then to pull away and leaving just a trace of silver sand. Water lines beneath its eyes. Water lines beneath its eyes. Tides, tides. Be mindful of the time, but know that you may be high, low. All at once I understand, much of life will ebb and flow. Long about 4 a.m.
I'm lying awake in bed, thinking of what I should have said.
All of the things gone wrong suddenly come in a wave as one.
A cycle that is so hard to shake.
Then the morning shines in to say there's beauty to balance all the darkness.
The tides will rise and fall, 11 feet or more.
Oh, you tender high, high upon the shore.
Tides, tides,
All at once I understand, much of life will ebb and flow. No need to tie my heart up in a knot. Ease it gently from the rocks, history will show. Soon again the tides will flow. Tides, tides.
high,
Low. All at once I understand, much of life will ebb and flow. Much of life will flow like tides. Thank you, Rich. Well, if you've ever sailed it, you'll know that oftentimes the wind is going in quite the wrong direction. And that seemed to be the case the whole time we were sailing up to Maine. We were tacking back and forth and back and forth. And finally, we got as far as we wanted to go, and wouldn't you know, the wind switched directions. So a storm came through, and Captain Brian said, well, at least the wind is going in the right direction. And we followed that storm. The waves were a little bumpy on the way back. So I thought I would write a song to the wind, beseeching it to go in the right direction. And this is one that you can sing. You can all sing on this one. It's got an easy chorus. It goes, blow winds, won't you be favorable? And then there's a little pause before winds, kind of like this. Blow winds, won't you be favorable? Winds. Okay, got that? There we go. Favorable winds. Favorable winds accompany my journey. Won't you smoothly ripple the sea? Like a touch I remember, sure and steady, then I'll soon home. Here we go. Oh,
won't you be favorable wind? When we left Fire Island, come a rainy east wind, we were tacking our way along the shore. A Montauk fisherman waved us in, and Block Island knew they were home.
mornings are golden above the splash of my oars as I rowed back to our Grampian sloop. But Cuddy Hunk beckons with old shipwrecked shores and the vineyard that Martha once grew. Oh,
Won't you be favorable winds?
favorable winds accompany my journey. Won't you smoothly ripple the sea? Below my sails, gentle and full, then I'll soon home. There have been blustery storms, and there have been days much to come. Give me a steady wind on the beam for the point of sail I'm on.
The Swiftwoods hold current at Buzzards Bay. We shot through the Cape Cod Canal. The wind and the wave made white horses play as seagulls plunge into the swell.
Then came the crossing by day and accompanied by dolphins and whales. Tired and glad to see Monhegan's light, but onward through Maine we would sail. Here's your part.
Won't you be favorable wind?
Foggy islands we bided our time till the buoy whistle would moan. Alas, when the easterly finally arrived, 'twas a gale that would bring us back home.
The surf was raucous, the winds were whistling, hour after hour at the helm. Many a wave splashed over the side, followed that storm just as well.
Is my home on this Grampian sloop?
Is my home on the sea?
Is my home that cottage on shore? Will it soon heavenly be? Favorable winds accompany my journey forever at the nose. May you linger no more. Won't you be fair? My sails are ready. Then I'll soon home. Like a touch I remember, sure and steady. Then I'll soon home. Thank you. Thank you, Rich Rizzioso, for joining me.
See you later.
Well, thank you. You'll see Rich and Jackie, the second half, are featuring Small Potatoes there. So let's give Rich another hand for joining me on this. Well, this has really been an experience, not only the sailing trip, two trips we took from the South Shore of Long Island to Maine, but also creating this project. And it was Brian's idea. I said, well, how can we share this in a bigger way, share this experience more than just the songs that describe them? And Brian said, well, how about a board game? And so, well, of course, right? And so we captured all of our experiences. So there's cards, multiple choice cards and experience cards. And there's two winners, the one who gets the most fish and lobster and the one who gets the most experiences. And good and bad experiences are worth the same. They're both fodder for good tales to tell. So we have this, everything made in the USA for this project, and made and assembled in the USA for this. And we can, yeah. And yeah, Brian can show us the factory. I think that's coming up next. Yeah, yeah. I believe so, isn't it? Yeah, that is our assembly line, our factory, and this is my next door neighbor's house. And the pieces there are, we stayed away from plastic, so everything's wood or hard cardboard. And we don't want to add more plastic to the ocean, but we have to give the staff a cartwheel break every now and then, and before they get back to work. It was, we want to thank our family and friends for helping to put that together. And the spinners are the point of sale that tells you how far to go. You can go, and the CDs are eco-packed with a little flap that keeps the CD inside. So we just took a lot of care in making this and then expressing all the parts. So it was a big deal to get it for you here, and really, really excited to find out how you like it. So do let me know. Send me an email as you're playing out the game. And you can also add to the cards. You can add, if you have experience or multiple choice questions to add to, you can write it to us, and we'll add it to the game for the next pressing. So I did have a couple of requests that we'll do. One that has to do with how Brian and I came together. It was the optimism in his photography and the optimism in my music. We put together the Optimism collection. So we'll feature Brian's photo art in this. And, we saw Steve and Johnny just recently, Steve and Johnny show on WGN. So that was great to see them again and to talk to them over the radio. And it was that show, I was on that show, and it was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and they said, there's a caller on line 1, it's Les Paul. And I said, okay, who was it really? This was years ago. And he came on live radio and said, I really like the way you play, and if you're in New York on a Monday night, come sit in and play with me. And I did many times, and eventually brought him to Nashville. We did a big tribute show for him at the Ryman Auditorium. But this is the song that started it all out, and we'll use Brian's photo art. Let me double check my tuning in here, because this one has to be a major scale. Sure enough, it is. And then this one, way down to for that one. So this is written about 1909. It's called NOLA. Let's have a big hand for Brian Allen, Captain Brian Allen over there. Well, I'll finish off this first half with a tune that was a request. And so this is it was one on the night, we recorded it for the Nightlight Daylight CD, the Light Up CD. But the rest of my band isn't here, so I've got to do all the parts. So we'll start off with a little old-time clawhammer banjo. Thank you so much. We'll have a little break and have some cookies and hot apple cider, and we'll see you very soon.
crew to hoist that gaff rig. In those big kegs, have you one little jigger of rum? Hey, Captain Noah, let me come aboard your ship. Oh, play for a while. We were minding our sails all day, threw down an anchor when done. And when that fog rolled away, there's a schooner from 1871. I said, hatch up that dinghy, grab them oars, see if we can board that ship. Aboard now, just us two. Looks like gonna have a little more crew. Knife in my teeth and guitar on my back. Climb the rigging just like that. Hey, Captain Noah, we're taking over your ship. Give it up now. It's been 150 some years. She's been sailing these seas. Yeah, Captain Gill and Captain Sharp at the wheel. Now I'm asking you, please. Hey, Captain Noah, you can take a day off of your shift. Let's get on down on this windjammer, a yard vessel with that tumble home. A bowsprit on this old schooner. She'll be taking us along. Hey, Captain Noah, let us come aboard your ship. Takes a crew to hoist that gaff rig. In those big kegs, maybe there's one last jigger of rum, just for me. Hey, Captain Noah, how about we board your ship? We got some instruments coming aboard. Oh, yeah. Play some music. Ooh, yeah. Hey, Captain Noah, you let me come aboard. We're singing 2 by 2. How cool it is aboard your ship. Never thought I'd be many days on the open sea. I'm sailing. Never thought I'd say life is once again my way. I'm sailing out on the sea. Let me be far away where troubles never find me. I was always shy, never took the chance, but in my dreams I was sailing. Never thought I'd try something so unusual like running away with you. Ooh, sailing free, far away where troubles never find me. Isn't it a fact? Just when you think you got it all under your hat, life takes one left turn, and love is on the way. Ever on the sea, winds will change whene'er they please. That's something I have learned while sailing, sailing. I'm sailing, sailing. I'm sailing far away where troubles never find me. I'm sailing, I'm sailing, I'm sailing, I'm sailing away.
Okay, we're getting ready to start the second half. So take your seats. Everyone have a belly full of cookies and hot apple cider. So we want to thank Trader Joe's for donating the hot apple cider and some of the cookies. And most of the cookies were made by my nephew Andrew. So let's give Andrew a big hand. And Lily from WDCB also contributed. WDCB has been a partner for many, many years in this. So, how many of you heard about this concert from WDCB? So, over there, okay. Over there, hey, all right, super, super duper. And as many of you know, a portion of the proceeds benefits the Music for Life Alliance. I want to especially thank John Wise, who made that possible. He's been our treasurer and nonprofit manager for a long time. And also Al Norton and Dale Benz in the past have helped a lot. If anyone's interested in joining in that effort, we can certainly use more volunteers. And special thanks now to my parents who have been so supportive over the years, and my sisters and brothers. So we're all here this year. So thank you, Lisa, Marguerite, Olin, for all helping out. And their families, and Billy, who introduced me, and Jeff and Andrew, of course. Captain Brian over here, running the visuals. And Pam and Mike and the Hiblin family, Jim Brem for helping us out many times, and Lady Pamela back, who's sent out all the emails and holding down the fort remotely. So let's give them all a hand. So thanks so much. That's right. People who got the live stream, yes, you can watch the entire show anytime that you want to afterward. And as you know, the Music for Life Alliance supports grassroots organizations that get instruments and lessons to kids. And today we're going to give a donation to the Amped Kids Foundation, and they help to provide foster kids and disadvantaged children with instruments, private lessons, and scholarships and music therapy. All of those things. Just a wonderful program. And their statement is, we believe that the power of musical education programs can help to enrich each child's life and enhance their future abilities. And so we're going to be giving this award and donation to Tony Williams of the Amped Kids Foundation. Minimum of $500. We always do more. And if you want to give some extra, just talk to the people at the CD table at the back if you want to give some directly after the show. So let's give Amped Kids Foundation a big hand for all they're doing. And thanks, Joey, for the sound. Wonderful work. Always great to work with you, Joey. And thanks, Len, for running the live stream, and we will give folks the correct link next time. And so we do have the correct link, so a lot of folks got it then. Just a little tardy on that, so my fault on that. And Maximum Printing, once again, did all the beautiful printing for the posters here. So they've just done fantastic work for us. And Tobias Music has donated an Eastman guitar for the raffle. So let's take out, it's been a tradition to have my little nephew, Andrew, for many years, do the raffle. Okay, so the winner of the Eastman guitar is, let's see, should we roll this around a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, the winner of the Eastman guitar is Wendy Sorensen in Wisconsin. Okay, look at that. So we're going to mail this out to Wendy. And so one of the live stream person won this. So beautiful instrument. And now I think we're ready for, at long last.
Oh, dear.
So please welcome Small Potatoes.
Hey, guys.
Jack and
Thank you. So, go ahead.
I would, except
Check,
this
check,
is on. Hello?
Got Jackie?
Hello? Joe? Ah, are we coming?
I know I'm not on it and plug in.
Oh, well, that would be,
Good start.
that would be,
There we go.
anyway, it's a thrill to be here. We've seen more people tonight than we've seen in a long time. In fact, a friend from high school, that I haven't seen since high school, and trust me, it's been a while. But I just want to tell you that I'm kind of horrified, really. I didn't know we were going second until, we were here. But we're sorry. No. Rich is going to start us out.
I'm just going to tune.
He's just going to tune.
I was going to say, we had turkey, so if you see me yawning, I'm sorry.
I know, he did have some turkey.
And also, I was going to say, 32 years. Wow. 31 years ago, in August 1992, I believe, 31 years ago, we played downstairs at the Two-Way Street for the first time as a duo, and it was like our first, listening room, real kind of people paying attention job. And
We were horrified with that, too. I mean,
and it was kind of Dave
just not
Humphreys
used to
who got us, maybe pointed us in a direction that we ended up doing this for the last 30-something years. And so thank you, Dave. And it reminds me of this song that's almost that old. Who's that face in the mirror? Looking back at me, looking slightly different than the one I saw last week. The more I see, the more I know. When it feels like I'm just growing up, I'm really growing old. And time flies, and I can't get off the ground. And the hands on the clock go spinning round and round, and the days keep running against my will. And time keeps flying by, but I'm standing still, yeah. Every time I turn around, dust is piling up like snow on the windowsill. Maybe tomorrow. Every time I turn, got the checkbook out and I'm paying that same bill now. Every time I turn around, I'm putting out the trash on garbage day. Every time I turn, oh, there's another line on my face I can't erase. Every time I turn around, that mess I just cleaned up is back again. Yeah, every time I turn, the roof is leaking and the rain's pouring it down. Every time I turn around, I woke up late, I wasted half my day. Every time I turn, there's another year's gone by I can't replace. Time is a building, and time can make things fall apart. I'm running around with a hammer and a patch kit, wondering where to start. The more I learn, the less I know. And the closer I get to the top of the hill, the farther I have to go. Yeah, your time flies, and I can't get off the ground. And the hands on the clock go spinning round and round and round and round. The days keep running against my will, and time keeps flying by, but I'm standing still. Yeah. The days are running against my will. And time keeps flying by, but I'm standing still. Thank you. So how was your Thanksgiving?
The relatives still here?
Yeah. I do have to ask a question. We were talking about it a little bit at dinner time. I heard a recipe this year that I'd never heard before. I want to know if anybody tried it. Let's see a show of hands. Did anybody make their stuffing with White Castle sliders? You did? Bring some next time.
Yeah. Or not.
It's kind of
really.
like it's kind of, you're curious, but you're also kind of disgusted at the same time. I grew up in New Jersey. They used to call them murder burgers there. So
Still have a chance.
that's true.
Well, I want to play a song I wrote that's the truest song I ever wrote, but it's true that it's out of tune right now. Hang on. Yep, this is truest song I ever wrote. Everything in this song happened. It really happened, and it happened virtually exactly as I describe it in the song. Wow. Except the stuff didn't rhyme at the time. I did that later. Hang on now. I have to have some of this great hot cider. Have you had any of this?
You good?
It is very good. Thank you.
Okay.
Goes like this. I had a terrible cold. I couldn't even breathe. I stopped a bit by dose. All coughing and sneezing. I drove to the pharmacy. I begged the druggist, help me please. What can I take to give me some relief? The druggist looks around at these shelves that are filled to overflowing with these magical pills and potions. Puts his hand on my feverish shoulder, looked me right in my puffy little red eyes, and he said, steam. You need steam. Pour boiling water in a bowl and breathe deep. Have some chicken soup. Plenty of fluids. Herbal tea. Go home. Stay warm in bed. Get lots of sleep. I knew that. I knew it all along. I didn't need to read it in a book or hear it in a song. The wisdom of that old tried advice, you know, cannot be denied. But those simple truths that seem to pass us by. Man, I was fat. I couldn't seem to lose. I scanned the bookstore shelves. I couldn't seem to choose. Atkins, Hollywood, Paleo, Fen. I implored the bookstore clerk. Which diet plan is guaranteed to work? And she said, eat less, exercise more, do push your ways from the table, get your butt out of the door. Watch those fats and sugars, watch those chocolate malts and fries. Hey, don't eat so much. Get some exercise. I knew that. I knew it all along. Didn't need to hear no late night infomercial or some catchy little song. 3,500 calories per pound. Hey, even I can do the math. And the truth don't get much simpler than that. I told my shrink my love life's ailing, and I don't know what to do. I read that book, Men Who Love Women Who Love Their rich preziosos, but don't love you. Okay, so I know that I'm from Venus. This guy is from the moon. I need some psychotherapy and soon. And she said, love more. Say those words each day. Hey, be supportive, be considerate. Hear what he's trying to say. Never go to bed angry, even if you're up all night. And don't slam that door without leaving on a light. Oh,
I knew that.
I knew it all along. Didn't need to pay no $100 an hour or write this stupid song. There's no wisdom in the self-help section of the bookstore shelves. They were not there already in ourselves. Yep, I knew that. I knew it all along. I didn't need to read it in a book or hear it in a song. The wisdom of that old tried advice, you know, it cannot be denied. But it's those simple truths that seem to pass us by. Yes, they do. It's those simple truths that seem to pass us by.
So I think we're gonna do, we're gonna do a seasonal song.
This is a song written by a wonderful Canadian performer and good friend, James Keelahan. Now, first time I'd heard of James Keelahan, but I'd never heard his music. I actually was looking at a CD of his before I ever heard how any of it went. But the first thing my eyes fell upon was the word Orion. I think I'm gonna love this guy. Orion is, it's my favorite, it's a constellation. It's my favorite constellation. It's a very prevalent constellation if you happen to know what you're looking for. It's also one of the first things, a sign of fall, a sign of late fall. Now, if you were like us and you traveled all the time, and sometimes we're driving at 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning in the middle of the country, that's when we'd first see it. It would be fall, it'd be mid-fall, and sometime really, really late, we'd look up and go, and I would go, scare the heck out of my partner as I'd say, Harry! He said, what? We call him Harry. It's just we like to be on first-name basis. But it actually, it's a constellation, Orion. It's very identifiable if you're looking for it. It's you see the 3 stars across his belt. You see 3 stars down there, his sword. 3 across, 3 down. And as the night goes on, he sits up farther and farther. And as the season goes on, he becomes more and more visible. And then later in the season, he goes back down again. So you have to pay attention, or you're going to miss a wonderful sight. It's first sign of fall for me. It goes like this.
1, 2, 3.
I can make out the belt of the hunter Orion. He's climbing the heavens, he's sweeping the sky. I can tell by the stars of his glittering belt. There's time to start searching for how and for why. So many stars come and go. Some have names and some you know. Some will remind me of you. So many stars here are gone. Some don't fit and some belong. Some will remind me of you. I can feel the north wind make a kick at the window. It's seeking the weakness is trying to come in. I can tell by the flames of this flickering candle that it is succeeding. Now winter begins. So many winds come and go. Some blow hot and some blow cold. Some will remind me of you. So many things here and gone. Some don't fit and some belong. Some will remind me of you. Some part of you always will come through. Some small part of my day. Some part of me always longs to be, just can't keep you away. I can tell by the clock on the wall, time's advancing. It waits for no one. This much I see. Time is a river, and on it we're flowing. We're rocking and rolling till we reach the sea. So many hours come and go. Some go fast and some go slow. Some will remind me of you. So many things here and gone. Some don't fit and some belong. Some will remind me of you. Some will remind me of you. James Keeler.
Well, we had a special request
A very
that we
special request.
had to put it on the set list because otherwise we'd forget because we
That's
have no
true.
brains anymore.
It's true.
But, let's
But
all sing
here's
this
a
one
song that you
together,
can
yes?
help. Ahem. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Gary. Happy birthday, dear Gary.
Happy birthday to you. One more time. Here you go. 1, 2, 3.
Gary Tuber. Happy
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gary.
Happy birthday to you. Very nice.
Lovely harmonies and everything. Wonderful. All right.
Here's a song by a friend, John Spillane, Irish, wonderful Irish songwriter. He's a quirky guy. I know we have some alums from our island trips, and some of you have seen John. John, I always describe him in a small setting, a small audience, like on our trips. So there's maybe 25 people in the audience or something like that. He will stare at you just a little too long.
Yes, sir.
Really, it's very off-putting at first, but then you suddenly realize you're just with him. Every word, you've got him every word. It's the strangest stage bit that I've ever seen, but it really works for him. So this is a song about falling in love with the checkout girl at the Dunnes stores. The Dunnes stores in Ireland, it's Dunnes. It's not D-O-M-B.
Not dumb or
it's not. Yeah,
done.
it's not D-O-N-E. The Dunnes stores are like Target, something like that, you know. But falling in love with the checkout girl.
Like you do. Now, you guys did such a good job singing along in that other song. You've got a sing-along part on this, too. We're not going to tell you about it ahead of time because we're just like that.
Hey, check out the Dunnes stores girl. She's the one that rules my world. I wanna walk down the aisle with the Dunn Stores girl. I wanna waltz down the aisle with the Dunn Stores girl. She rules my world. I wanna walk down the aisle with the Dunn Stores girl. In my dreams there's a brother, he's a skinhead, and he wants me dead. In my dreams is right, I said. I'm gonna run down the aisle with the Dunn Stores girl. She rules my world.
Here's your part.
Na 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 na. The Dunns, that's the easiest sing-along going. Let's try it. Here we go. Na 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 na. The Dunn Stores girl. She knows we're looking at her. She knows she's looking fine. And she doesn't have all day, and you'll have to wait in line. I would wait in line till kingdom comes for salvation in her smile. And I'd love to stop that clock, looking down on her all the time, like a jumped up little manager in a suit that doesn't rhyme. And you never patronize her, only always idolize her. The Dunn Stores girl, here we go. Na 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 na. The Dunn Stores girl. On a cold and rainy Friday night, waiting for the world to close. When she comes up behind me, so brave and so bold, I know it'll never rain again. I know it'll never ever rain again on the rebel streets of our dreams. And she doesn't believe a word that I say. She laughs when I tell her she's a Saturday in May. And you never underestimate, you never underestimate the Dunn Stores girl. One more time. Na 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 na. The Dunn Stores girl. Hey, check out the Dunn Stores girl. She's the one that rules my world. I wanna walk down the aisle with the Dunn Stores girl. I wanna waltz down the aisle with the Dunn Stores girl. She rules my world. Say what? Take the guitar. Need help?
Yes.
Hang on a second.
Yep. Just so I can.
Undo it.
No, it's undone.
Oh, it's
I'm all undone. I'm all undone. I'm going to get rid of this for a while. This song we were doing because I said that we had to do it. This is a song that written by a couple of friends of ours, Buddy Monbach and Tom Kimmel.
We learned this song like 5 times, so let's see if we remember it
Let's
this
see
time.
if we get it right this time.
We learn other people's songs. You know, something we hear. We call it the goosebump factor, and we tell the story. We first heard this song. Well, it wasn't the first time we heard it, but the first time it sang to us was at a folk festival, and I was out front listening to Tom sing it, and Jackie was backstage listening, and both of us at the same time thought, "That's the next song we've got to learn." Now, like I said, it's
Took us
taken
like
us
15
5
years or
times.
something.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I love this song.
called-
It's a song that I can never remember the title of. And so whenever I want to do this song, I say, you know, the song, I can never remember the name of it.
It's called Poetic Justice. So I was not the one you wanted. You can see I'm reconciled. Must you be so disappointed? Can you not carry on in style? Is it too much to say we loved hard till the world fell back in place and left us where we are? And I feel like the king when the queen loses faith and the crowd rushes in to tear down the gate, while the whole palace slept and I never rang the bell. Well, maybe that's poetic justice, but it's pretty hard to tell. And when the fortune wheel is spinning, luck is fortune's dirty joke, and a player's chance of winning is diminished by his hope. Can't you laugh just to think of the gold we had running through our hands when we were on a roll? And I feel like the king when the queen loses faith and the crowd rushes in to tear down the gate and declare what was mine I stole from someone else. Or maybe that's poetic justice, but it's pretty hard to tell.
It's hard.
Where the solid ground surprised us when we fell, and it's hard to say it's life and death. There are just so many bitter words beneath your breath. Is it too much to say we loved hard till the world fell back in place and left us where we are? And I feel like the king when the queen loses faith and the crowd rushes in to tear down the gate, while the whole palace slept and I never rang the bell. Maybe that's poetic justice, but it's pretty hard to tell. And I feel like the king when the queen loses hope and the crowd rushes in to raise the gallows pole and declare what they must do. I'm doing to myself. Well, if that's poetic justice, how can anybody tell? Thank you. Let's see what happens now. Well? Uh-oh, everything's falling down.
I retained the one I need. And it's ridiculous that I need this because I know this song, but it's the little odd things that I need to remind myself of. This is a song that you all know, and I hope that you will sing at least part of it. You might not know all of it. I happen to get really anal retentive when it comes to songs like this. There's actually, most people know one verse and maybe two, but there's actually four, kind of four verses to this song. It is well known as the most
Most well known?
Well, yeah, right. Well, no, the favorite Christmas song of everybody. Everybody loves this particular Christmas song. It's just that no one seems to take into account that this is not actually a Christmas song. The song has nothing to do with Christmas. Wasn't written for Christmas. Mentions nothing about Christmas in the entire song. The song was written by James Lord Pierpont in 1857. And it was actually written for Thanksgiving. This is a song about a horse race that takes place on Thanksgiving. Any part of this that you recognize?
Sing along.
Hop on in. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way.
That kind of caught on.
Okay. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells,
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is
to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hey!
Jingle bells, jingle
bells,
jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride. Soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was leading like misfortune seemed his lot. We got into a drifted bank and we all got upside. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
A day or two ago, this story I must tell. I went out on the snow, and on my back I fell. A man came riding by in a one-horse open sleigh. He laughed as I there sprawling lie and quickly drove away. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
One-horse open, bells
jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Now the ground is white. Go it while you're young. Take the girls tonight and sing a sleighing song. Just get a bobtail,
Get a bob
to 40 speed, and hitch him to an open sleigh and crackle, take the lead. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yeah!
Okay.
So that bit with
so
Jolly will say, Nicholas, you want to tell him?
Oh, that is the little part where jingle bell, jingle all the way. That is actually the original melody of Jingle Bells. Just so you know. I know that you're going to write that all down and tell everybody tonight. But okay, so we haven't sung that song in a year, so yeah, okay. I don't know what our excuse is for the rest of them. Save that one.
We're going to do this one. We don't do this one very often either.
Not very often.
My grandmother had 3 sons. She dreamed about her children's children. Then came 1941. Only one son would see the war end. Joseph died marching in Bataan, Frank on the sands of Iwo Jima, the day the bomb destroyed Japan. She thanked God and Harry Truman. She blamed the godless Japanese for having crushed her sweetest dreams. 1,000 candles for my sons. Every day I will remember. In Illinois, far from her past, Miss Nakamura still remembers. She was 6 when she saw the flash that turned the world to smoke and ashes. The mother taught her daughter well, run from the fire to the river. And there she found a living hell, but not a mother or a father. Though she survived with just a scrape, her family vanished into space. 1,000 suns, 1,000 cranes. Every day I will remember. My grandmother had 3 sons. She never dreamed she'd have a daughter. But at the age of 81, she met a nurse named Nakamura. And it was a question only meant to make some talking past the hours about a picture by the bed, a photograph of 2 young soldiers. Hatred and anger stored for years slowly melted into tears. 1,000 candles, 1,000 cranes. Every day I will remember. Now I have a picture in my mind of 2 women slowly walking. August 6th, 1985, walking to church to light a candle. And they once asked me to explain why grown men play such foolish games. 1,000 candles, 1,000 cranes. Every day I will remember. Thank you.
Well, we're going to
We'll
do
do one more, and then we're going to see what happens.
yeah. This is a song we refer to as the medley of our hit. So, it's been a real pleasure to play for you guys. It's been
It's been a supreme honor.
When Muriel called and asked us to do this, we tried our darndest to talk her out of it. No, really, but she insisted. So blame her. It's been a true pleasure to be a part of this. And God, all the cool things you guys do. Oh my gosh, woo! Holy cow.
But let's go to the ice cream social and singles mixer. Here we go. Sitting, staring, walls aren't caring. I know no one. Why did I come?
Up
Sorry.
the
Oh no,
front
no one
wall.
sitting there.
Hear
Oh please,
the
feel free.
loud
You can
talk
take the chair.
on
Oh dear,
the
I see.
doorstep.
You don't want to sit
Just
to the
one
other side. You're
step
taking it.
Enter,
God,
smiling,
how embarrassing. Yeah, right.
side.
Who would sit by me? I wanna go.
Nobody knows or sees me.
It's not
I
polite.
can leave soon.
Maybe I'll
Where's
hide a while
the
in the John.
rest?
Oh damn, the door is locked.
Why did I
It's too early.
even come?
I can't go yet.
I don't know.
I should have sent them
anyone.
my deep regrets. I'm
Knew that
overdressed.
this was casual.
My hair's all
Scared it was
stiff.
unnatural.
This tie is wrong.
My belt's too tight.
I hate these shoes. No one wears white.
My
Punch.
God, look at them all dancing. How do they do the romance thing? It's not for me, it won't come naturally. I just can't move like that. Well, actually, I haven't
Hey,
tried. What's the
wait.
sense? You shouldn't see
There by the
anyone
fern.
to dance with.
Who is that? Over
Over
there.
there.
She looks
You look
nice.
shy.
Don't stare.
Don't stare, don't stare.
She's not
Not
talking to anyone. Poor girl.
guy,
Not having any fun. Maybe I
could
go over there.
No, really could.
should I?
Would I just walk over?
Geez, I don't know.
Don't stare.
Don't stare. Oh crud, I'm sweating
What
now.
would I say?
This happens to me all the
I
time. A
couldn't-
nasty trick God plays on shy
could
people.
I
We're being
say?
selected out of the gene pool. This isn't fair,
I need some air.
but I don't
I
care.
really need some air.
I don't know what
I
I'll say,
can't
but darn
stand
it
this.
anyway.
I've
I'm
got
going
to
over
get
there.
out of here. If I get out the door, then I can just
Oh,
keep going. I
where
don't need
did
my
she
coat.
go?
Can you believe it's snowing? Gee, where is
Oh,
my coat? How would I
no.
get it back?
Did
Is it on
she
the better
go
hung up on the
Ah, damn, oh, damn, oh, damn, oh, damn, oh,
It's
damn, oh,
cold.
damn, I've missed my
Can stay
chance.
outside, I'll freeze.
I
in
only
there.
thought she
Go.
might want to dance
Step time too high.
with me. Oh, there she is.
I better.
She looks so cold.
Oh, he's still here.
She was out
I look so dumb.
without her coat.
There's snow in my hair.
The snow looks lovely
He's looking at me.
in her hair. I'm going to do it.
Will he come here?
I'm going
Shall
to
I go over there?
there.
What should I do?
I'm going.
He's coming. What will I say?
I love you, self-assured
My-
people. Get out of the way. Hey, waltzes
I
play.
love a waltz.
I can handle the slow ones.
Don't let it in.
What am I saying? This dance has not yet begun. Left,
At
right,
least I think
left,
he's
right,
coming
left,
here.
right. Why can't
Is
I
he?
get it
I
right?
don't
I'm
know.
not dancing.
I
I'm
feel
just
scared.
walking. Have
Have
people
people
stop
stop
talking.
talking.
Go on, go on, go on. Don't blow this chance. Pardon me, miss. Do
please,
you
please,
think
oh,
I
yes,
might have
yes,
this
yes,
dance? Right.
So I. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait.
got it.
Okay.
La,
La.
la, 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 la. Oops.
Sorry.
La,
La.
la.
La. Oh no. Wait.
One,
One, two. No, wait.
one, one,
One, two, three. La.
La, la, la. La, la, la. We've
Got
got
it
it
now.
now. La, 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 la. La, la, la.
da, da,
La, 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 la. Jackie Wilkins. Let's get Muriel out here.
Yeah, we
Do
need
it
to get
too.
Muriel back up around here. Carol Anderson, coming on up. There she is, yeah.
When she first told us that this was the theme was seafaring songs, all I could think of songs were about the songs of the sea about freezing to death.
Yeah.
We had another one that we were going to do, but then we thought, no, Matt, that's too many. That's too many.
Too many freezing
Too
here.
many Frozen songs.
You know a lot of songs. Canadians write a lot of songs about being cold.
I love this song. First time I heard it, I've always loved this melody.
Oh, yeah. It's a cool song.
But we never play it. I mean, we've always, just too lazy to like work up a solo rendition. And when I suggested it, and we did it the other night for Muriel's podcast, and it was it's just so cool. It's just so cool. So we have to do it for you. This is Lord Franklin, or Lady Franklin's Lament, right? About those crazy British guys who kept on trying to find the Northwest Passage and kept freezing to death.
Freezing to death on routes.
Aren't these guys charming? Yeah, they're wonderful.
Thank you. Trying to play one and two tonight. So.
Give it up with that idea. Still working on it.
I'm just gonna let her play.
We won't play, just go ahead.
Homeward bound one night on the deep, swinging in my hand, I fell asleep. I dreamed a dream, and I thought it true, concerning Franklin and his gallant crew. With 100 seamen he sailed away, for the frozen ocean of the month of May, to see the passage around the pole. We poor sailors do sometimes go through cruel hardships they vainly strove. The ship on mountains and ice was drove. Only the Eskimo in his skin canoe was the only one that ever came through. In the Baffin Bay where the whale fish blow, the fate of Franklin no man may know. The fate of Franklin no tongue can tell. The will of Franklin and his sailors do dwell. Now my burdened head gives me pain, for my lost Franklin I crossed the main. 10,000 pounds I would freely give to say on earth Franklin Dooley.
Thank you. Well, here, I got it.
Well, thank you. It's been just wonderful to play for you. And, do you want one more, do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Well, we have a tradition to finish off the last tune with one that you can help us out with. Everyone who has keys in their pocket, please take your keys out now. Just hold them in your hand. Okay? Don't lose them now.
Oh, nearly, yeah. We're just going to hope that you know the words to this song.
And I want to thank you all for coming. And put this on your calendar for next year. Okay. Well, this is the first time we've ever done this. It's been kind of a tradition to do this song. And this is dedicated to what's going to happen tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Did you know? Are you ready?
Ready?
Snow.
So what, I just heard 1 to 2 inches. Is that still the? Nobody's answering him.
Yeah.
Well, our dogs are thrilled by it. I want to tell you, they really like it. Somebody's got to. There's a lot of words and they go by really fast. So try and help us as much as you can.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
Just hold your hand is a hard one. We're riding along with a song of a wintry fairy. Nice and cozy and comfy, cozy are we. Let's travel up together with the birds of a feather. Let's take the road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for us to ride here. It's a birthday party coming up here. There's a birthday party at home. It'll be the perfect ending of a perfect day. Without a single stop, something to watch the chestnut pop. Pop, pop, pop. There's happy feeling, nothing in the world can buy. When they pass around the coffee and the pumpkin pie, it'll be just like a picture print from Pearlie and I. Wonderful things are the things we remember all through our lives. Here bells ringing, jing, ding, ding. In fact, we know this part. Come on, it's lovely weather for us to ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for us to ride together. For a sleigh ride together. With you.
Thank you so much. Small potatoes.
Muriel Anderson. Fabulous.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thanks, kids.
She can't stand. Thank you.
Brian, Captain Brian. Woohoo!
Thanks again to Joe for
Joe
that great
on sound. Joe on sound. Yeah. Woohoo! All the wonderful volunteers that make this thing happen. Thank you so much.
I could do a little superstition or something. Okay, it's going to take us a little while to get ourselves off the stage here. So while we are getting off, and I'll do a little superstition. What do you think?
Cool.
So
I have lots of superstitions.
in E.
No, it's not going to work.
All right. But I just want to say that I first interviewed Small Potatoes for a TV show I was doing called Offstage in Downers Grove, and they were the most charming guests that I had, and just loved their music and their harmonies and their arrangements. So it was great to see you after all these years and
Yeah,
to
it's
have
been a
you
long
back here.
time.
So it's been a great
Too long.
reunion.
Yeah.
And so thank you all as well. So let's give them another hand. So. Okay.
I think this woman's amazing, so let's give her another hand. Go ahead.
Second part.
see if you can.